People think the scariest part of working a night shift is the silence, the emptiness, the long hours with nothing happening. But that's not what terrified me. What terrified me was realizing I wasn't alone. Someone else was in the building that night, and they weren't supposed to be there. This is the story of my first and last night shift. I was 19 when I got the job. Security guard for an old office building on the edge of town. It had been mostly abandoned, just a few businesses left on the lower floors, nothing active at night. The company needed someone cheap to keep an eye on things until morning. I figured, easy money, walk a few patrols, watch the cameras, drink some bad coffee. But when I stepped inside that first night, I noticed something odd. Most of the doors were locked tight, but down the hall, one door was cracked open, just enough to see the darkness inside. I told myself maybe the janitor forgot, but deep down, something felt off. I started my rounds, long hallways echoing with every step. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, flickering like they could die at any second. When I got to the storage level, I found something that shouldn't have been there. A mattress, old, stained, tucked in the corner. Beside it, empty food wrappers, like someone had been sleeping there recently. My stomach tightened, but I tried to brush it off. Probably squatters. Maybe they'd left. I went back to the security office and pulled up the camera feeds. Most were static, empty rooms. But then I saw it. On one of the top floor cameras, a shape, just for a split second, moving past the lens. I froze, rewound the feed. There it was again, someone walking fast down the corridor. I grabbed my flashlight and went up to check. The door at the stairwell was heavy, and as I pushed it open, I swore I heard footsteps above me. I climbed the steps slowly, light bouncing off peeling paint and broken exit signs. At the top of the stairs, I found the door slightly open. On the floor, a key ring. Old, rusted, but too many keys to belong to a janitor. And then, slam. A door down the hall closed hard enough to rattle the glass in its frame. I called out, "Hello? Security." No answer. Just the echo of my own voice. The building wasn't that big, but the halls twisted like a maze. Every corner felt like it could hide someone waiting. I checked another room. My light caught scratches on the wall, long and deep. Below them, a small smear of something dark. Blood? Maybe. That's when I heard it. Footsteps behind me. I spun around, but the hallway was empty. Except, I swear I heard breathing. I backed away slowly, trying to keep my light steady. Every instinct told me I was being watched. I ran back to the office, slammed the door shut, and stared at the monitors. And then my heart stopped. One camera showed me, sitting at the desk, and behind me, just at the edge of the frame, a man. I turned so fast my chair nearly flipped, but the office was empty. When I looked back at the screen, he was gone. I grabbed my phone and dialed 911. No service. The building was a dead zone. That's when I heard the knob on the office door jiggle. Slow, careful, someone was testing it. I grabbed my flashlight like a weapon and held my breath. The knob stopped. Silence. I made a run for it. Burst out the door, sprinting down the stairwell 2 steps at a time. My lungs burned, but I could hear him following. Shoes slamming against concrete. When I hit the ground floor, I saw the exit sign glowing faint red. I threw myself against the door, and he was there. Dirty clothes, long greasy hair, eyes wide like he hadn't slept in days. In his hand, a metal pipe. For 1 second we just stared at each other, and then I shoved the door open with everything I had, slamming it into him. I ran into the night barefoot, never looking back. The police came later that morning. They searched the place top to bottom. They found the mattress, the wrappers, and piles of old notebooks filled with drawings, notes about the building, and sketches of the guards who'd worked before me. But they never found him. I quit the next day. I never worked security again. And sometimes late at night I still hear it. That soft rattle of a doorknob turning,